Today we've got a BYD Shark 6 in the workshop. We're going to be doing a 2-inch top Rhino lift kit, ROH wheels and 33-inch Yokohama tyres. This top Rhino lift kit is height and damper adjustable, designed specifically for your BYD Shark to turn it into a more capable, confident and more controlled vehicle on any terrain. With adjustable ride height from 2 to 2.5 inches, you instantly gain the ground clearance you need for off-road tracks, rutted fire trails and uneven work sites, all while maintaining a comfortable and stable drive on road. The added height also improves approach, departure and breakover angles, giving your Shark the ability to tackle tougher obstacles without hesitation. But the real advantage comes from the adjustable dampening. This allows you to fine-tune the suspension to suit your driving style, load, and the terrain ahead. So whether you're cruising through the city, towing, touring, or heading off-road for the weekend, you can dial in the perfect balance of comfort, control, and performance. So a very important part of putting aftermarket wheels on your Shark 6 is the use of hub rings and also the correct wheel nuts. Now on this particular wheel here, this is an ROH and it has a 110mm center bore, which is pretty standard for most four-wheel drive wheels. Now this hub ring is designed to take up the room between your factory hub and the aftermarket wheel. So as you can see here, this 110 board center ring takes up the gap perfectly. Now if we move over here to the car and we look at the actual hub on the Shark has a 64.1mm hub, so it's significantly smaller than what you get on a 110mm center bore wheel. So this hub ring is designed to take up the gap there. The hub ring supports the wheel and stops any load, unnecessary load, going onto the studs. As you can see here, that's what it's going to look like with the wheel fitted on and the hub ring fitted to the surface to take up the difference between your 110mm aftermarket wheel and your 64mm center bore on your something like your factory Shark. So apart from the hub ring supporting the wheel of the weights on the studs, this is also going to mitigate any vibrations that you may get at high speed as well, which is why it's very important for this hub ring to be placed into your aftermarket wheels, no matter what brand of wheels you're buying. So when putting aftermarket wheels on your car as well, it's very important that you use the correct wheel nuts. These factory Shark wheel nuts, open-ended, but they also have a taper on them. The aftermarket also has a taper, but they're closed-ended. Taper sizes do vary between factory nuts and aftermarket. So when you're putting a set of aftermarket wheels and tires on, don't use the factory nuts. Make sure that you use the specific nuts for the Shark and for the wheel that you're putting on the car, which is very crucial to stop any issues. So another important factor on your Shark is your tire pressure monitoring system. Now we've already gone ahead and removed this from the factory wheel, and we always fit a brand new valve to your sensor. These valves and sensors will go into your new aftermarket wheels to ensure that your tire pressure monitoring system is working actively on your dash and you can monitor your tires live. If you don't put these sensors in, you will get a fault on your dash saying that your tires are underinflated or it will not read at all. So this is the wheel and tire combo that the customer has chosen for this Shark that we're doing the lift on. This is an ROH assault wheel. It's an 18x9 with a positive 25 offset, which is perfect. Fills the guards out nicely. It's going to look exactly how it should with the lift fitted. And tire size is a 33, 12.5, 18 and the Yokohama G016 XAT. So great wheel and tire combo for on and off-road performance. This is going to last the customer a long time. We're seeing huge amount of kilometers out of these tires with proper rotations, balance and wheel alignments and always checking your pressures. So we're going to get this combo on and we're going to show you what it looks like. So while we've got this Shark 6 up on the hoist, I thought I'd just run through some options for your spare wheel and tire. We get a lot of questions of what size can I put underneath the vehicle, what's actually going to fit. So we've got the standard size up here at the moment, and we've also fitted 3 upgraded sizes which are larger in diameter to show you what fits and what doesn't fit in the spare well. So your 4 limiting factors here are how much room you have around the tire. So your first point here is a wiring loom that's running up there. You've got around 2 inches of room. Your second point here is where your factory tow bar mount sits. You've got around approximately 1.5 to 2 inches of room there as well. And then on the sides here, we've got these brackets, which are going to limit you as well. So there's your 4 points of increasing your diameter where you may run into a problem depending on what tire size you use. So here's our first upgraded tire size. This is a 265/70/18. And this is probably the most popular size we've been putting on the Sharks because it's one size up from factory, gets you a bit of extra height over the 65 profile standard tire. As you can see here, this fits perfectly in the spare wheel well. It does come a little bit closer, obviously, to your wiring looms here and also the tow bar mount here on the body, but fits in without any issues. And you have plenty of room on the sides here as well. So this is a big tick. This works perfectly. So the next size that we've got in here is a 285 65 18. Now this is also another popular size, whether it's going onto the factory wheels, whether it's going onto something aftermarket. And we're checking for clearances here. So again, close to this loom, but without an issue, it will fit. We're a little closer to the sides here, and we are a little closer to this tow bar, but we can position this in a different way. So this size is going to work perfectly if you're going to upgrade to a 285 65 18. The last size that we've got here is a size that's actually going on the vehicle. So it's a 33 12.5 18, fitted onto an 18-inch ROH assault wheel. And looking at this, I'm very surprised and very happy that it all works quite well. We've still got clearance here with the wiring loom. We've got clearance on the side parts right there, whether your factory tire mount is sort of welded to the chassis. And we've also still got clearance here at the back from your tow bar, which is excellent, and clearance from the wiring loom as well. So this is a great solution, and it fits perfectly with a 33 12.5 18, which is fantastic. So if you've got other sizes and you put them through your rolling diameter calculator, you can kind of work backwards and see what else will fit, like say a 275 70 18 and things like that. Of course, reach out to us if you're unsure. We're happy to guide you. It's worth noting on this one as well, because of the center bore of the Shark, we've actually had to put one of our plates in here, which is allowing the spare wheel holder to actually have good engagement, because the center bore of the ROH wheel or any aftermarket wheel is going to be 110 mil and the BYD is a 64.1. When you put this section here on either edge through the ROH wheel without our special plate, what happens is it will push straight through. So you'll have about 2 millimeters on each side of engagement on the larger hole, which is this hole here, which you can kind of just see through there. So that's obviously not going to work, and your spare will fall out of the car. You probably won't even be able to get the spare up into the car due to the fact that you've got a mil or two on each side, and it's just going to slip off. If you did manage to put it in, I can guarantee you that on the first bump, your spare wheel is going to drop out. So it's crucial if you're doing aftermarket wheels on these Sharks that you have to buy one of these special adapter plates. So that way it works perfectly with your spare and you get a good amount of engagement on either side of here so that it doesn't slip through the center bore, being larger on all aftermarket wheels. So just to give you guys a bit more context, so this is your factory wheel holder. Now on the small center bore, obviously it's okay. But when you've got these aftermarket wheels with the 110 center bore, you can see there that it will barely touch the edges, as I was just talking about. So that's the reason why the spacer is so important, because even if you somehow got this to work, which you wouldn't because they're right on the edges there, you literally can't put this through. So that's where our spacer comes into play. So as you can see with the spacer plate, the adapter there for the spare wheel holder, this gives you proper engagement so that you can actually wind your wheel up. Now, the only thing to be cautious of here is making sure that you centralize it when you pull it up to make sure that it gets a nice fit. But this is how you're going to get your factory BYD wheel carrier or spare holder to fit your aftermarket wheel without the worry of it falling out. Okay, so the lift kit, wheels and tires are completed. We're going to bring it down off the hoist, torque the wheels up to spec and get it on the wheel alignment machine and get that alignment sorted. Alright guys, that wraps up this Shark. We've just completed the wheels, tyres and a suspension lift kit. Now don't forget, we've got a bunch of accessories from Kinetic 4x4 specifically for the BYD Shark, including roller shutters, canopies, tub racks, floor mats, you name it, we've got it. Be sure to check out our website, and for anything BYD Shark related, come and see us, we'll look after you.